This is one thing I hate about New York right now. Why would y'all do that? You have the ability or the catalyst frame set to be truthful, and you choose not to be. You can't talk about nobody else, no government, no person, no oppression, no inflation or the prices of chi in China or being quote unquote taken over when you sit there and you lie to each other. That's my biggest problem, bro. Like I sit here like, you know everything, and you sit and you allow some geek bot. You really do. Instead of sitting here and shutting him up, you sit and you allow it. That's pathetic. To me, y'all are pathetic. Some of y'all. The ones that aren't, you should vocalize. That don't make no sense. You're not helping. Now I get why something kept showing me going back in time. Because you can't be truthful. Harlem Hospital, be truthful. HRA, be truthful. Praxis, be truthful. All these different places, be truthful. It makes no sense. I even just got through hitting up the hotel that was next door. I'm like, yes, I sat there and watched. Even if the people were truthful, yeah, we did mimic and mock. Guess what happens? The wall falls down in China. That's what breaks my heart. Is like, what has you so scared that you think that something that is great or powerful would not admire the truth? I don't care how much money somebody has, period. The truth does set you free. All I can say. It does. You sit there and you learn so much from the truth where I'm getting sick sitting around people that are mimicking, mocking, or destroying the very foundation of something that could be great. Like, you sit there and you recognize the fact of everything that happened. The nurses at Harlem Hospital, the doctors at Harlem Hospital, the doctors at Mount Sinai, the doctors at Columbia. You sat and watched or partook. The Bronx Healthcare Network. You sat and you watched or partook. HRA, the news center that was like up on I think like 180th in Harlem, like in there in Wood, something like that in Wood. You partook. The ones at 125th, you partook. Polo Grounds, you partook. I don't care if you did or did not want me at any position. You be honest. That's the problem. I would sit there and succeed. Like if somebody's like, "Oh, it's you against whatchamacallit," would you succeed? Would you succeed if people were honest? I would say hell yeah. I said if that's what they wanted and they told the truth to get me to succeed, like to be like, you know what? There's my hat. At least you know the foundation of truth to start on the new foot with the next person. But if you don't, then all you do is lie and give that person the ability to turn around and lie some more once they get in a position of anything. That's what upsets me. At least they're like, you know what, he should have been, but all the stuff that happened, he was just like, you know what? He thought about it and they paid him or they gave him his just due, or either they righted the wrong and we acknowledge his truth and we move forward with the next person. I would be like, I would be happy. It would be something we have to talk about and agree upon and come out in the open with. But I would be happy to do that because I'd be like, wow, at least you understood what happened, why it happened, and it occurred. And you acknowledged it. But you not doing that make somebody run off with the truth, hide it, and continue on with lying. It's like you want to be lied to. So that's why I was like, you know what? If the people wanted that, you bring the truth out, you acknowledge it, and say, Joseph, we're sorry we did this, but we really wanted X, Y, and Z to happen. And I'm like, you know what? If that's the case, I would. Now, if people brought the truth out, like we brought the truth out because we want you to be in that spot, I would say thank you and I would stay. But I'm like, you have to listen to what people want. And if you want the truth out of something, you got to give the truth. And 9 times out of 10, people are like, oh, I like the Jack Nicholson. That came into my head, like, I think like a day or two. I think where was I at? I think I was at Praxis. I was like, oh, thinking, you want the truth? You can't handle. I don't think people can handle the truth. I think the truth could handle people, but I don't think people can handle the truth. And it's almost like I said, stop be mocking the out of us, I believe. But the truth is out there. And I feel like it's some evil person that's sitting there like, it sure is. And I know it. And I ain't telling y'all. And it's like, it's going to be too late by the time it actually gets out. And that's what upsets me. It's going to get to the point where it's actually too late and they're going to let the truth come out. Probably like right about now, right? Oh, yeah, something might be. Oh, I don't know. It might be. Did you hear that? No, let's cover it up. Is that what? Oh, no, notice that. Oh, see, is what? Is that? And it's like, when you get to the point where you should have told a long time ago, but you didn't. You see what I'm saying? Like, oh, I should have told everybody what was going on a long time ago, but I didn't. Now we have to tell the truth. And now in telling the truth, we got our backs up against the wall because there's something else going on. You never know what could happen like that. That's why I'm like, you have to, and I keep saying this from the bottom of my heart. You have to recognize how you present yourself on a world front. And I would say a world front. You can't use lies to cover up stuff. Oh, well, da 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 da. You got to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, not just part of the truth. And I pray to God, this person is right when they say, oh, you're good and everything's good or blah, 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 because I'm like, or New York's got you, because I'm like, you know what? If you don't, you take a gigantic step in the wrong direction. And that's what sickens me. I don't care if you're white, black, pink, polka dotted, striped. You do not take a step back in the wrong direction. You think about how your actions, you don't think about how, oh, we're going to look good over this race or we're going to look good over that race. You think about how your actions could look as a whole and what they could do as a whole. That's all I can ask. And I'm getting tired over the fact that I'm like, okay, some people were really wanting me to go ahead and do this and go ahead and do that. And I'm like, every time I try, there's something. Like yesterday, I'm about to release the MTA conversations. But I'm wondering, did somebody even say like, yo, yeah, you was on MTA and they were talking about like getting a secured card and doing this and getting everything back on track like that. Why, bro? Because people started figuring out the truth. Even despite somebody coming back and trying to do that whole, oh, ha ha ha, you blah blah. I'm sitting like, I got to keep moving. I got to keep pressing forward. I got to try to do something. I got to rectify something. I got to call it out. I got to try to make a stand. I got to stand for something. And I'm trying to stand for the truth. Point blank, period. That's what I'm trying to stand for. Somebody can say, oh, brr. Okay, but tell the whole truth. I don't care if I don't care if I was giving out cancer or actual COVID, like they were saying. Because remember they saying, oh, the aliens are giving COVID and you got COVID and cough up COVID. So if I really was, you have to ask yourself, was Joseph told that he was the alien that was giving out COVID? Or X, Y, and Z? Or did we not properly? Because what? Remember when I went to Rite Aid? Oh well, we don't have your right we don't have your right vaccination record, so you can't get it this week. So if I really had COVID, right, and was giving it out, and then get that second vaccination, guess whose fault it would fall on? So I'm just like, let the Lord or let people be speaking right on everything. Because I'm like, you know what? 9 times out of 10, it ain't right. You don't brainwash somebody. You don't not do your job properly. You don't you don't sit there and allow somebody to be harassed and not call it out and think that everything is okay because it is not. You don't ask for a system to be honest with you when you're not honest with the system, or you don't lie for a system you want to be honest for, or you want to be honest. You don't sit there and entrap somebody that's not trying to be trapped or be in a trap or be in a maze or be in a loop. You don't do that, bro. You don't sit there and manipulate a situation so you can get on top. I said a long time ago, I was like, I would love to have been like the one to be calling stuff in and be like, yo, did you think of this? Did you think of that? Did you possibly look into this? Did you possibly look into that? Like, you don't, I would love to have been the one chilling somewhere. We just meet up and you did, oh, you took my idea and you did, oh, wow, look at that. Dang, that's what y'all did. Like, I thought about, like, um, this and that and being able to wake up and it be calm and cool. You know what I mean? Like, I would have loved to have been the guy that they got the whole beachfront thing from. Like, had my idea a long time ago where, well, actually not that long time ago, like when I was laying out on the beach at night, like, well, this is the most relaxing thing ever and I want to be on the beach. Or when I was up in, was it, New York and somebody guy walked by me like, yeah, you're going to have a beach. I was like, bitch. And just start thinking like that would have been. I love to have been that guy to call over and what you call it, to buy like, yo, y'all should build this thing and it should have like beach fronts on each of the houses and it'd be so nice and like so relaxing. You can look out and it's like a little mini beach for everybody. Like I would have loved to have been that guy to come back and they'd be like, oh yeah, and we got you a house right there at the center. But such and such when it took that I got idea and just pow. You be like, what? That's my house? Yeah, that's your house. That's my house. Like, yes, bro. But like, and I ain't really had to do nothing but come over here and tell you, think about doing this and think about doing that. Y'all niggas got me a house. Y'all got me this. Y'all got me that. Oh, that's what we took it and we built off of it and da, da, da. Like, I would have loved to been that guy. Not saying that I am as I'm hearing in the background. That's how this person is right now. Petty, petty. Petty, 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 petty.